Critics and scholars have long debated certain Qur'an verses and Hadith that address warfare, legal punishment, gender roles, and sexual relations, arguing that some passages can be challenging to reconcile with modern ethical and human rights standards. For example, Qur'an 23:5-6 is frequently discussed because it permits sexual relations not only within marriage but also with those whom the right hand possesses, which critics link to historical systems of slavery and concubinage. While Muslim scholars argue this reflected existing social structures and placed restrictions rather than encouragement. Similar debates arise around Qur'an 4:2-3, which allows polygyny under specific conditions, and Qur'an 4:34, which addresses male authority within marriage, both of which are often criticized in discussions of gender equality. In legal matters, Qur'an 5:38, the punishment for theft, and Qur'an 24:2, punishment for adultery, are cited by critics as examples of harsh corporal punishment, whereas traditional interpretations emphasize strict evidentiary requirements. Concerning warfare and religious exclusivity, passages such as Qur'an 9:5, Qur'an 9:29, and Qur'an 98:6 are frequently debated due to their language toward non-believers during periods of conflict. In the Hadith literature, critics often reference Sunan and Nasa 4059, commonly cited in discussions about punishment for apostasy, and Sunan and Nasa 296, which appears in debates related to marital or sexual regulations in early Islamic society. Supporters of traditional interpretations maintain that these texts must be understood within their historical, legal, and linguistic contexts, while critics argue that their plain reading raises ethical concerns today. These ongoing disagreements reflect a broader scholarly debate over whether such passages represent timeless commands or context-specific rulings tied to 7th century Arabia. Finally, do you know that masturbation is allowed, and in Hever you will get 72 virgin women's? Let's take a look at the video, and thank you for watching.
And as the questioner asked, I have asked for forgiveness, again I do it, I repent, again I do it. So let me tell you that if you come under this category where you have sexual desire, that keeps on differing from different people. Some people have high sexual desire, some people have medium, some people have less. So if you fall in the category of people who have high sexual desires, and if you're not married, and if you have to masturbate, though it is makruh, I would say it's discouraged, but don't have the guilt feeling, don't do it excessively, don't do it along with pornography. And I would go to the extent that if, because of this, you're going to do fornication or zina or adultery, it is better. Then, according to me, masturbation becomes mustahab. And as is mentioned by Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, that masturbation is better than fornication. So normally, according to me, I would like to repeat, I'm not giving a blanket permission all of you should do. According to me, masturbation comes in the makruh category. Best is to avoid it. If you have the urges and if you're not married, better that you fast. If the urges are yet there, then masturbation is permitted. There is no sin, there is no punishment, you don't have to feel guilty. And if you have the urge and if you think you'll do fornication, then better do masturbation and avoid fornication and marry as soon as possible.
And you're telling me at the end of your life, thank God for Jesus Christ in heaven. After all the miserable life you live, you're telling me, Ireland, you're telling me, God is going to compensate you in a heaven that should be spiritual with 72 virgins. And you believe that? So why did God ask you to take a woman unto yourself? What is the purpose of the marriage? God is a con artist then. He's a liar. Why did he say to Adam, man, husbands, love your wife, when he knows he has 72 more women up there for you? Something is wrong, my friend. God is a liar. Today's world, we're more richer. We have access to more medicine. We're more intellectual, but we lose our brains. And the more we advance into the world of technology, morality declines. Have you noticed it? There's only one thing that no man can manufacture to be sold or bought. It's peace.